Have you ever wondered how a day in the life of a rhinoceros looks like? Today, we're embarking on a journey to explore one of nature's most intriguing creatures, the rhinoceros. With their prehistoric appearance and unique characteristics, rhinoceroses capture our imagination like few other species. Think about your typical day. You wake up, eat breakfast, maybe go to work or school, interact with your friends and family, and then wind down for the night. Now let's imagine the day of a rhinoceros. Life for these majestic animals is both similar and radically different from ours. Rhinoceroses, or rhinos for short, inhabit diverse environments ranging from African savannas to the dense jungles of Asia, with their daily routines shaped by their unique habitats. For instance, a rhino's breakfast might consist of leafy greens, twigs, or fruit, depending on the species and location. Much like us, rhinos are creatures of habit. They follow well-trodden paths to their favorite watering holes and feeding spots. And while they may not have jobs or schools to rush to, rhinos do have important business to attend to each day. They mark their territories, forage for food, and on a hot day, they indulge in a mud bath, a refreshing ritual that doubles as sunblock and insect repellent. Now you might be thinking, well, that doesn't sound too social, but don't let their solitary nature fool you. Rhinos, especially the females, are quite sociable. Mother rhinos, for example, form close bonds with their calves, teaching them everything they need to know about being a rhino. And when it comes to communication, rhinos have their own language too. They use a complex system of sounds, scents, and body language to convey messages to each other, much like we use words and expressions to communicate. So, as you can see, the life of a rhinoceros is a delicate balance of routine, social interaction, and survival. It's a life that's both fascinating and mysterious, filled with untold stories waiting to be explored. Now let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of rhinoceroses. Imagine being in a world where body language is the primary means of communication. Welcome to the world of rhinoceroses, a place where grunts, snorts, and body postures speak volumes. Communication is an essential part of their social structure, and these majestic creatures have their unique ways of expressing themselves. Rhinoceroses are generally solitary creatures, preferring their own company over a herd's hustle and bustle. However, they do engage in social interactions, especially during mating season or when a mother is raising her young. During these times, communication becomes even more crucial. When it comes to vocal communication, rhinoceroses certainly have a language of their own. They use an array of sounds ranging from deep bellows to high-pitched squeals. Each sound carries a specific message. The low grunts, for example, are typically used during feeding or when a mother is signaling her calf. Body language also plays a pivotal role in rhino communication. A slight shift in stance, a turn of the head, or a swish of the tail can convey a message. Male rhinoceroses, for instance, often use posturing and display behaviors during territorial disputes or courtship rituals. An interesting aspect of rhinoceros communication is their use of scent marking. Rhinos have a keen sense of smell and leave behind a unique scent in their dung or urine. This olfactory message board informs other rhinos about their presence, territory, and even their reproductive status. As for interactions with other animals, rhinoceroses are known to form symbiotic relationships with certain bird species. Birds like the oxpecker feed on ticks and other pests on the rhino's skin, providing a cleaning service in return for a meal. This relationship is a testament to the rhino's tolerance and adaptability. In the grand scheme of nature, rhinoceroses may not be the most social creatures out there. However, their communication and interaction dynamics are a fascinating study of survival instincts, territorial behavior, and motherly love. So the next time you see a rhinoceros standing stoic in the wild, remember, there's more than meets the eye. Behind that tough exterior is a world of subtle signals, powerful postures, and instinctive interactions. Communication is key, even in the world of rhinoceroses. Ever wondered where and how these magnificent creatures live? Well, let's dive right into the world of rhinoceroses and their unique habitats. Rhinoceroses are adaptable creatures found in a variety of environments across Africa and Asia. From the expansive grasslands of the African savanna to the dense jungles and swamps of Asia, these animals have made themselves at home in some of the world's most challenging terrains. Their thick skin is not just for show. It's a critical adaptation that allows them to withstand harsh weather conditions and thorny vegetation. Now let's talk about their diet. Rhinoceroses are herbivores and their eating habits differ depending on the species. White rhinoceroses, for instance, are grazers, using their square-shaped lips to pluck grass. On the flip side, black rhinoceroses are browsers. They use their pointed lips to strip leaves and shoots from trees and shrubs. Moving on to mating rituals, these are quite fascinating. Did you know that male rhinoceroses engage in fierce battles for the right to mate? That's right, these battles can be quite intense, with the males charging at each other at full speed. The victor gets the spoils, earning the right to mate with the female. And speaking of females, let's delve into their parenting style. Once a female rhinoceros gives birth, she becomes fiercely protective of her calf. She will charge at anything she perceives as a threat, be it a lion or a harmless butterfly. This protective instinct ensures the survival of the next generation of these majestic beasts. As we can see, the habitat and lifestyle of rhinoceroses are as diverse as the creatures themselves. They are more than just horned giants. They are adaptable survivors, fierce competitors, and nurturing parents. So the next time you think of a rhinoceros, remember that their lives are as varied and complex as the landscapes they inhabit. Life as a rhinoceros is more complex than you might think. In the wild, survival is the name of the game. Rhinoceroses, despite their imposing size and tough exterior, face numerous threats. Predators, particularly for young rhinos, include lions, hyenas, and crocodiles. But the adult rhino's size and strength are often enough to deter these predators. Yet, the rhino's greatest adversary isn't a wild beast. It's us, humans. Rhinos are hunted and poached for their horns, which are prized in traditional Asian medicine and for ornamental use. This has led to a severe decline in rhino populations, pushing some species to the brink of extinction. But let's not dwell on the doom and gloom. Rhinos are survivors, and they've developed effective strategies to deal with these threats. They have an acute sense of hearing and smell, which they use to detect potential danger. When threatened, rhinos are known to charge at their aggressors, using their powerful bodies and sharp horns as weapons. Moreover, rhinos are not standing alone in their battle for survival. Conservation efforts worldwide are working to protect these magnificent animals. Anti-poaching laws and patrols, habitat protection and breeding programs are all part of the arsenal, not to mention increasing global awareness about the plight of the rhinos. These efforts, though not without their challenges, have seen some success. For instance, the white rhino population in South Africa has increased from less than 100 at the start of the 20th century to over 18,000 today. A testament to the power of conservation. The battle is far from over though. The threats to rhinos are real and persistent, but with continued effort, we can ensure that these remarkable creatures continue to roam the earth for generations to come. Despite the challenges, rhinoceroses continue to stand strong. Their resilience in the face of adversity is truly an inspiration to us all. As we move forward, let's remember the rhino's strength and tenacity, and let it guide our actions to protect all wildlife. How smart is a rhinoceros really? This question might have crossed your mind at some point. Today we're going to peel back the layers and delve into the cognitive abilities of these majestic creatures. When we think of intelligence in animals, we often consider problem-solving skills. Rhinoceroses, while not crafting intricate puzzles themselves, have shown an impressive ability to deal with challenges in their environment. They can locate water sources miles away, navigate difficult terrains, and even figure out how to open gates or break fences when they feel confined. These capabilities don't just speak to their physical strength, but to a level of mental prowess as well. But intelligence isn't all about solving problems. It also involves memory. Rhinos possess a remarkable long-term memory. They can remember specific routes and locations for years, even decades. This memory is vital to their survival as they rely on it to find water and food sources during times of scarcity. And let's not forget about emotional intelligence. Rhinoceroses are not solitary creatures. They form deep bonds with their offspring and other members of their species. Mothers are known to be fiercely protective of their young, exhibiting a strong sense of empathy and care. Male rhinos, while typically more solitary, will still interact with others in a peaceful and respectful manner, showing signs of understanding social dynamics. So, is a rhinoceros smart in the way humans understand intelligence? Perhaps not. But they do possess their own unique intelligence that is perfectly adapted to their lifestyle and survival needs. They are problem solvers, they have an extraordinary memory, and they show emotional intelligence in their social interactions. In conclusion, the intelligence of a rhinoceros is not to be underestimated. They are more than just their iconic horn and imposing stature. They are creatures with complex cognitive abilities, capable of problem solving, memory recall, and emotional understanding. So the next time you see a rhinoceros, remember there's more to them than meets the eye.